All right, welcome back. Welcome to another episode of Refining Entries. And this will be a short one because we will take a look at March. And the month of March was terrible. It was actually a really bad month, okay? Because as you can see, we had only 0.6% in profits because on GBP AUD in the month of March of 2022, basically the whole month was such a complete mess. A lot of sideways movement, a lot of manipulation, maybe so to say, a lot of mess. So let's take a look at the trades. But basically, that's a great example that not all of the months are great. February, we had a fantastic month, 16% per month. It's more than some people make per year, simply holding some stocks and assets. So it's a fantastic way. But March, for example, was a pretty messy one. So let's begin. First, first trade, it's a loss. As you can see, the entry is good. We had a session high, we had a session low, some mess over the first hours of London session. Then boom, a break and a rejection. Okay, it's a nice solid green candle back above the EMAs, back above the session low after the rejection. Yeah, so it's a solid entry. We took a long here, and basically within the first few hours it was fairly messy, moving sideways, and eventually within the first part of US session it reversed and dropped below our stop loss, actually achieving our stop loss as well. So yeah, it's a loss, and then we had another loss. Once again, this entry is a bit of a risky one. I believe you can see why. Yeah, you can see why. And this is the great example that not always the risky trades are well worth it taking. So in this case, it was not. What happened here? Session high, session low. London, we have a retest, a breakout, a rejection, and kinda continuation, but it's not super nice because it's not at. If this candle would have been closed below the EMAs, this would be fantastic short. Yeah, this is, yes, it's below the EMAs. Yes, it's a fairly nice red candle in comparison to the previous ones, but it's not actually super close or touching the session high. So it's a risky entry. You know these types of entries. In this case, this trade was a loss. So yeah, nothing to comment here. Then we had a successful one, and yep, this one is way better entry. We had session high somewhere there, session low here. London first candle breakout. Now we need a retest or a rejection. So we had multiple retests. This candle is a fairly good for short as well, and I'm not sure why I missed this candle because this is a good short candle as well. This one is better the way I took it here, but this is also valid. So you were able to short from here, stop loss here. Yes, it's not exactly touching the session low, but I mean it's super close. But well, whatever. We had another indecisive candle, another retest, and another, in a way, rejection candle, just like 1 pip, 2 pip shy from the session low. So it's acceptable. It's also a nice red solid candle, and it's below the EMAs. So it's a valid short entry. So what happened? We almost got out with a loss as well because so unpredictable the March, yeah, the month of March. But eventually we were safe. So the stop loss was a bit higher intentionally because I just saw what's happening within the March, and as you can see, that's already the 10th of March, and we are sitting at 3 trades. So you can imagine that the month was pretty messy. A lot of no trading days happened. So I just decided to put the stop loss higher for this position because, well, we know that March so far was bad. So just to give yourself a bit of a breathing room, a breathing space, just set stop loss a bit higher. Yeah. So this actually saved the position because if the stop loss would have been somewhere here, that's where it would be actually triggered and it would be another loss. So this actually saved the position. So we had some indecisive movement and then a complete meltdown following the mid of the US session pretty much. So it's good to have a winning position at least, followed by another loss. Yeah, beautiful entry, session high, session low somewhere there. London rejection or retest breakout, retest. So you would expect to have continuation or rejection. In this case, it's another retest and a very clear rejection. Yeah, super nice, strong red candle below the EMAs, rejecting the session high after it showed some breakouts and retests, etc. So it's a very nice short signal. But what happened after we took it? A few hours went sideways and then followed by a strong bullish push within the US session already, actually triggering the stop loss order. Next trade, yeah, that's pretty much the whole March. Yeah, looks like that. So session high, session low, London, nothing, retest, breakout, rejection. Nice, strong red candle below the EMAs, rejecting the session high. So it's a valid short entry, but you can see what happened. For the rest of the day, we failed to break below the session low. We rejected session low multiple times, just a complete mess. So by the end of the day, the position is still here and it's basically sitting at somewhere around 0.6%. And last trade of the month of March, it's actually, you can see it's the last day for 31st. Also a long position, eventually out at break even or at a very small profit because, well, session high, London, break, retest, continuation. This spike is not the most beautiful one, but it's still smaller than the whole body, so it's okay-ish, I would say. So we took the trade here. Stop loss is okay. It's above the EMAs. It's a fairly solid green candle. It's rejecting the session high from the above in a way, so it's a continuation candle. And basically for the rest of the day, nothing more than just sideways movement. So yeah, that's the month of March. Super slow and very messy, but it's good to have these months because it shows that the strategy is not a miracle and it's not always providing you these beautiful trades and 10% plus months, because, well, sometimes, yeah, it's a great month like February, 16.1%. It's amazing. But yeah, well, the March is only 0.6. We haven't made even 1% of profit, which is, well, not ideal, but that's the game. That's the process. Yeah. When you look at a big picture, you're running 31.7% in total from the very first day of the year till the end of March, which is amazing. But if you look just at the March alone, it's nothing spectacular, yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let's move forward into the next episodes.